Hi, WhiskyJason here. This is my second online review for a whiskey, but in German I have over 200 different videos I've already done. And this time I'm going to do Heaven Hill Batch 1, That Boutique Whiskey Company. The bottle you see here costs in Germany 129 euros. And with anything from that boutique whiskey company, you must remember it's first of all the content of the bottle, and second of all the packaging. First, the content. We have here a UK independent bottler that have graphic novel style labels. There's some type of insight, there's a joke, there's Easter eggs on these labels, and since 2016, April 2016 to be exact, they've started putting age statements on the bottle. I have a sample from Drinks by the Dram. I think I paid like 12, 13 euros for this and got it from Masters of Malt from the UK. And so this does not have an age statement. Every single time it's a limited edition. And as I said, this is Heaven Hill Batch 1, which means it was a limited edition of 240 bottles, which isn't very many. The reason why I'm doing this video also in English is my rule is I actually just want to make videos in German for the German community to help them understand, appreciate, and learn more about bourbons, Irish whiskeys, and other things. The name of my channel is Whisky aus der Sicht eines Amerikaners, which is whiskey from the viewpoint of American. And I only make a video if there's no video online that could be found about this whiskey, and this is the second time I've done this. So Jim Murray gave this whiskey for 94 points. Wow. And I could actually still buy a bottle if I wanted to in Germany for 129 euros at Scotland and Malts, one word.com. That boutique whiskey company has two different American bourbon sources so far. FEW, Few, as well as Heaven Hill. FEW, they have batch 1 and 2, and with Heaven Hill, they only have batch number 1. So the bottles are 500 milliliters, 50 centiliters, which is not very much here for the 129 euros. So, as I said, there's always two sides of the story. One's the content, and second of all, it's the packaging. Now let's take a look at this packaging. I have a nice little picture here of the label. This label depicts the warehouse of Heaven Hill. In 1996, there was a massive fire there. They lost most of their stored whiskey, and after that, they installed a sprinkler system. And if you look exactly at this label, you'll see the barrels, you see the little bit of Heaven Hill with the stone, and then up in the rafters, you see those nice little red sprinkler heads so that the warehouse will hopefully never burn down again. The story behind this is Emily Chappell. She is a graphic artist, and she actually researches about that one distillery. That boutique whiskey company usually does single malt whiskeys, sometimes a grain whiskey from Scotland, and just a few, as I mentioned now, from the States. And she researches, she reads, she says, first of all, she goes on to YouTube and then the internet, Google, and then she looks for books and so on. And all this information she tries to pull out the most relevant thing for her drawings. She does this on paper first of all, and electronically, and they're 3 times the size of what actually goes on the bottle afterwards, so she can put as much detail as possible in there. Emily Chappell, according to the website from that boutique whiskey company, the fathers of the owners of that boutique whiskey company, Emily, ran away from home apparently, and she would take food and leave a nice little drawing as some type of thankfulness, thankful appreciation to show that she did not want to steal, but rather have some type of transaction. Now, the fathers of the people that now own that boutique whiskey company kept on putting out food 5, 6, 7 times, and Emily kept on leaving a drawing 5, 6, 7 times until they finally set up a trap, and they met the lady, the girl, And the story goes that she was so talented that that the fathers of the owners of that boutique whiskey company actually made it possible for her to go to graphic school. She went to a renowned college there in the UK, got her degree, and now she's a graphic artist. As thanks, as payback, she now designs all the labels of all the bottles from that boutique whiskey company. Great deal, I think. So let's take a look at this. Let's try this. First of all, I always think it's good to take a look at the color. Bourbon, of course, is no added color. That's the law in the States. And you kind of notice that this is very, very dark. We have no age statement, but I'm going to guess around 6+ years. On the nose, the very, very, very first thing I notice is Christmas time. Cinnamon. I notice tobacco. I notice leather, a little bit of leather there. And I notice nutmeg. Wow. Alcohol is there, but a very cotton candy type of brown sugar, type of molasses, type of Christmassy type of nutmeg. Very, very, very good on the nose. I've tried Elijah Craig barrel proof before, and when you water it down to about 50%, this is basically what you get. Excellent, excellent stuff. 129 euros for this excellent stuff is way out of my league. And I really, really do not believe that that boutique whiskey company produces whiskey only to be drunk, but also to be collected. The bottles. Look, those are collector bottles, and it's almost a shame to break it open and to drink it, and that's maybe the reason why, of the 240 bottles out there, no one's ever done a whiskey video before, at least none that I could find. So, let's take a little nip. Hmm. Hmm. Very good, very good. Comes into the mouth, sweet. Then we have all that cinnamon, nutmeg, leather, tobacco, cotton candy, brown sugar, molasses, all kind of combined in a nice little sweet something. Then it gets a little hot, not too hot. I'm going to try to describe it as there's sometimes white pepper hot, and there's sometimes a brown molasses hot. That's not true, but maybe it's excellent. It's wonderfully combined. The flavors as well as the alcohol. 50% is not too hot. Even afterwards, the aftertaste is just fantastic. Very, very, very good stuff here. One last little swig. Mm. Oh, wow. Really, really, really good stuff here. Almost as if you took some nice Eagle Rare, maybe even 17, combined it together with some Elijah Craig um, barrel proof, put them together, put a little bit of water in there, diluted it down to 50%. That's almost what you get here. Nice. So at the end of my videos, I always review them with a grade. I'm a teacher of English as a foreign language here in Germany, and I like to give it grades, and I'm going to give it a B plus. I'm very, 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 it's very hard to please me with A's. So B plus is very, very good. And then I talk about the value for money. 129 euros. It's a fail. I'm not even going to give it a D minus. It's just an F. It's just way out there. I can get stuff for a third of the price that's just as good. So that's my opinion here. Jason, sorry. That's my opinion. WhiskyJason here. If you want to follow me on Twitter, please feel free. Hashtag WhiskyJason. I'm also on Facebook, WhiskyJason. You can also find me on YouTube, WhiskyJason. And three little things. Number one, If you can like this video, that'd be a great help. Number two, maybe you know people who speak German would love to watch the other channels, the other videos I have on my channel. Feel free to recommend them. And number three, if you can help me in any way, if you have samples, some stuff out there that I can't get in Germany, or that you would just like to donate, I would even be willing to pay for some of them. Contact me, and I will get in touch with you then, and we can arrange something. My email address is whiskyjason@gmail.com. Okay, all the best. See you maybe later for the next video that comes out in English. If I cannot find them online, I will do that. Otherwise, all the best. Bye-bye.